DJI Osmo Pocket 4 and Pocket 4 Pro are shaping up to be two different answers to the same creator problem. Do you want the smallest, simplest stabilized camera? Or do you want more shooting options even if the head gets bigger and pricier? Most of what's being discussed publicly right now is still based on regulatory filings and credible leak roundups, rather than a full official spec sheet from DJI. So the fairest comparison is to treat Pocket 4 as the safe, compact upgrade, and Pocket 4 Pro as the flexibility-first model that likely arrives later. A key anchor point for this whole story is that Osmo Pocket 4 has appeared in FCC-related coverage, and that kind of paperwork usually means the product is real and nearing launch readiness. One report summarizes the timing as the Pocket 4 surfacing in the FCC database on November 26, 2025, and it frames that as an important milestone for US eligibility. At the same time, Drone XL is very blunt that DJI itself has said nothing publicly and that FCC documents are mostly about radios and compliance, not camera sensor size, video modes, or price. So you can't prove 6K or a particular sensor from the FCC alone. Where the Pocket 4 versus Pocket 4 Pro split really becomes interesting is that multiple leak write-ups describe two distinct prototypes: a standard single-lens unit and a Pro unit with a dual-lens head and a heavier gimbal assembly. Notebook Check adds the timing angle by repeating a claim that the standard Pocket 4 could land first, while the Pocket 4 Pro may come after April-late spring. If you only care about what will change your footage the most, the biggest conceptual difference is simple. Pocket 4 is expected to stick to one main lens and do everything through that, while Pocket 4 Pro is expected to add a second lens so you can switch perspectives without relying on digital zoom. In rumor roundups, the standard Pocket 4 is commonly described as using a 1-inch sensor around 50 megapixels, which would aim at better detail and better low light compared to older small sensor pocket gimbals. The Pocket 4 Pro, by contrast, is described as a wide plus telephoto pairing that enables true optical zoom in the 2 to 4 times range, which matters a lot for vlogging and event-style shooting, because you can tighten framing without stepping forward or destroying quality with a crop. Even if the final Pro implementation ends up being one main camera plus one secondary camera, the real-world benefit is still the same. You get two distinct looks, and that changes how you plan shots on the fly. The more subtle part is how this affects storytelling. With a single-lens Pocket 4, you tend to shoot wider, keep things simple, and let movement and stabilization do the work. It's perfect when you want always-ready footage, and you don't want to think too much. With a dual-lens Pocket 4 Pro, you can shoot a wide talking segment, then instantly jump to a tighter shot for emphasis, then switch back, so your footage can feel more like it was shot with two cameras, even though it's still one tiny device. That one change alone can make a Pro model feel more cinematic in a way that's easy to understand and easy to see in edits. Video mode talk is where you'll see the most confident-sounding claims online, but it's also where you should keep your rumor filter switched on. Drone XL explicitly notes that FCC documents do not contain sensor details or video resolutions, so any 6K or 4K/120 discussion is coming from leaks and reporting, not regulatory proof. With that said, one leak roundup lists rumored Pocket 4 specs, including 6K recording, 4K at 120 frames per second, and 10-bit D-Log-M, and it positions those as the headline upgrades aimed at creators who want more grading room and better slow motion. The same source also frames the Pocket 4 Pro as keeping the 6K/60 and 4K/120 idea, while adding the dual lens concept as the real game changer, mainly because it solves the Pocket 3 style problem of digital zoom. Here's the practical, non-hype way to think about it. If Pocket 4 really does deliver clean 4K/120 and a robust log profile, It becomes a very strong one-and-done camera for travel, street content, and quick YouTube production because stabilization plus slow motion covers a lot of creative needs. If Pocket 4 Pro adds a second lens and makes lens switching seamless, it becomes a better camera for creators who often can't control distance, like shooting food, products, stage performances, or interviews where you can't physically move closer. And even if the final output resolution ends up being less dramatic than the rumor headlines, lens flexibility usually survives marketing cycles because it's a hardware advantage, not a firmware checkbox. Pocket cameras live or die on how painless they are. On that front, leaked prototype descriptions suggest DJI is testing two different bodies and gimbal layouts. The standard version is described as slimmer with a single lens look, while the Pro is described as physically larger with a heavier gimbal head to support the dual lens module. That makes sense because a second lens and extra optics generally means extra weight at the top, and extra top weight changes how a gimbal feels when you walk, whip pan, or do quick reframes. In other words, Pocket 4 should feel closer to the grab-and-go vibe of previous models, while Pocket 4 Pro may feel slightly more tool-like, with more capability but also more mass and presence in your hand. Battery and connectivity are the parts we can talk about with more confidence because FCC-related reporting often reveals the basics. Drone XL reports the Osmo Pocket 4, appearing as model OP041 with FCC ID 2 ANDR OP041, and it describes Wi-Fi 6 802.11ax support along with a larger integrated battery rated at 1,545 mAh with a nominal voltage of 7.74 volts. It also emphasizes that these filings confirm the device exists and is mature, even though they don't confirm the camera specs that everyone wants. Separately, Daily Camera News describes the Pocket 4 standard battery as 20% larger than Pocket 3, as part of its rumored spec list, which fits the general direction of longer runtime, fewer compromises. The ecosystem angle matters too, especially for solo creators. The new camera reported an FCC filing for a DJI Osmo FrameTap accessory described as a compact wireless remote intended for integration with portable imaging devices like gimbals and action cameras, and it explicitly ties it to the Pocket 4/Pocket 4 Pro conversation. If DJI is building out remote control and modular accessories, Pocket 4 becomes not just a camera, but part of a small production system where you can mount it, control it, mic it up, and keep rolling without constantly touching the device.